Namaskar friends, I am Rajan George, motivational speaker, trainer. Also, I am an IIT MTech holder and a builder. Today, I am going to speak to you about the art of marketing and selling. This subject I will split into many parts. First part is with so many points and tips, starting with the English letter A. Second part will be with the English letter B, then C, and so on. First is advisor, not salesman. That means you be an advisor, not salesperson. That is, you advise the customer, you assist the customer, you help the customer to purchase something. Or you are an advisor, you are a teacher, you are a counselor doing counseling, or a consultant or a coach. Or you are a friend, philosopher and guide so far as the customer is concerned. That way, the customer has to feel that you are not trying to sell something, but you are only helping the customer to meet his needs and wants, to solve his problems and to assist him to purchase something. Second point with the English letter A is add value. Add value means add value to people's lives. Add value means you give a product or service to increase the quality of life of people. The only way we can make a living or we can make money is by adding value to people's lives. That means service first and money will take care of itself. The more service you give, the more money you make. The extra service you give is a money seed. Extra service means anything you give more than what you are paid for. That extra service is a money seed. Like any other seed, money seed will also grow and it will give you a good harvest. And third point with the English letter A is advertisement. You may have the best product in the world with the best service in the country, but what is the use if nobody is knowing about it? Can you say what is the best form of advertisement, best method of advertisement? It is the word of mouth. That means your customers becoming walking, talking salespeople or sales agents for you. So that is the most powerful form of advertisement. For that, what you have to do? You have to satisfy the customer. The aim of all the advertisement is to create new customers. But studies have said that it is 10 times more difficult to create a new customer than keeping an existing customer or doing repeat business with an existing customer. So what you have to do? Keep in touch with your existing customers and do business with the existing customers. Don't forget an existing customers and never allow an existing customer to forget you. What you can do is ask the customers to recommend new customers for you. For that, you can reward them. Reward can be in cash, cash certificate or cashable certificate, a product, a service or a gift. And this is called a reference reward or a referral reward. A referral reward, it can be 5 to 10% of the value of the purchase made by the new customer. If ever you give 10% of the value of the purchase to the prospect, it is much more economical, because many of the clients may not cash this discount or cash certificate. You will end up with really only 5% of the cost of the sale. It is much more effective than the conventional costly advertisement, because here you are giving the reward only after the sale is made, whereas in conventional costly advertisement there is no guarantee that sale will take place after the advertisement. So instead of casual reference, what you can do is we can form a system. For example, one electric switch manufacturing company started identifying each and every electrician behind every house or building constructed, and they gave reward based on the value of the purchase in cash to their bank account. What happened, you know? The market share of that switch manufacturing firm went up tremendously. So the electricians started saying, only this brand is good, all other brands are bad. So many paint companies give coins, that means cashable coins, but this system does not work. Why? This coin go to the end painter, who is not the influencer in decision making. The influencer is the main painting contractor. He only is able to influence the customer or the client. Like that, suppose a cement company gives a reward of ₹5 per bag of cement. In an average building house, there are 1,000 bags sold, 4,000 rupees given. If it is given to the main mason, it is only 1% of the total volume of the cement company. That will make a huge difference to the market share of that company. And again, what you can do is, you can identify big companies, big corporates and big professionals having a large customer base to recommend to you regularly. You can influence them, and that is the best method of advertisement. Next point with the English letter A is advantages and attractiveness. What is the competitive advantage you are having compared to other products? Competitive advantage means you compare your product with a few other brands, 3 or 4 other leading brands. When comparing, never criticize the competitor. Instead, praise the competitor and then say your brand is as good as the leading brands. Thereby, you are placing your product in a high quality category. Then say your product is having some specific advantage compared to the leading brands. Specific advantage you can state or prove as per your specific condition. One example I will say, many of the products are having 1/3 as the production cost, 1/3 as the dealership cost, and 1/3 as the advertisement cost. You can say to your prospects, you save on advertisement, and thereby you are saving to the customer. You can again say you save on dealership, since you are directly selling to the customer. That is how there is a tremendous price advantage and also very good quality. Customer will be thrilled to hear this. So this is the advantage. Then the attractiveness. What is the competitive price advantage? What is the attractiveness in concession, in durability, in service, etc. You can convince the customer. Fifth point is be adaptable and adjustable. Adaptable, adjustable means in this complex world, you cannot be rigid. You cannot go rigid with a script because the customer is infinitely, unimaginably complex in his behavior. So you have to be adaptable, adjustable to the needs, to the wants, to the concerns, to the problems of the customer. Also you have to be adaptable and adjustable to the new technology. One example I will say. Only less than 25% of all bank customers are having any knowledge of the digital transaction, that is transact money by mobile phone. Even young, educated, highly successful businessmen are not able to do it. How much ineffective, how much inefficient they become in this competitive world. So you be adaptable, adjustable to new knowledge, new skills, new competencies. So the next point is admire, appreciate. Admire means people crave to be appreciated. People are hungry, thirsty for admiration, appreciation, recognition. So that is the most important psychological need. It is more important than hunger for a human being, because after food is available, he is no longer hungry. But this hunger for admiration, appreciation is there every time in the customer's mind. So what you can appreciate? You can appreciate him for his knowledge, for his wisdom, for his intelligence, for his appearance, for his dressing, for his grooming, and the possessions is another area. Somebody might have bought a car or a furniture or a house after much thought. If you can appreciate some of these, people will be very much pleased. So it is admire, appreciate. Then next point, that is the seventh point, is abnormal behavior of the customer. At the time of purchase, the customer or the prospect become abnormal. It is because they are fearful of the risk involved. The risk involved, they are fearful. They become anxious, worried, they become nervous, tensed. So it is the salesperson who has to give the confidence, who has to give the courage, who has the credibility and trust, so that the customer will buy from the salesperson. The next point is action. You are not paid for your knowledge. You are not paid for your intelligence. You are not paid for your talents, skills or anything. You are paid only for the results. How results are obtained? Results are obtained by action. Winners are immensely action oriented. Go and take action on what is to be done. Get up in the morning and take action on what is needed, at the time. Do it now is the mantra of all winners. Do it now, not tomorrow, not the next hour. Do it now only. The world will reward the doers. All success is coming from doing things, not from watching things, not from wondering what has happened. And next point is be agreeable. People like those who agree. People dislike those who disagree. It is because you can see what happens when you disagree with somebody. When you disagree with somebody, you are challenging his knowledge. You are challenging his intelligence. You are challenging his wisdom. And so, always agree with the people wherever possible. If it is that much inevitable to disagree with somebody, be always very, very diplomatic in doing so. First, agree with the person for his right to have that opinion. Then, diplomatically, in a friendly manner, say that you are right in that viewpoint, but we can also think of this in this way also. So, if you want to be a winner in marketing and selling, always agree with the people. And if your opinion coincides with their opinion, always congratulate him, appreciate him, and encourage what he has said. The 10th point is argument no, nahi. What happens when you argue with somebody? You can win an argument, but it is a sure ever way of losing the sale. You never win an argument, because if you lose, you lose. If you win, there also you lose, because you lose the goodwill, you lose the friendship, and ultimately you lose the sale. What is required is, whenever you feel like arguing, keep silent, be diplomatic, change the subject. The next point is appearance. Your appearance is the outward reflection of who you are, what you are. That means your attitude, your beliefs, your confidence, your courage, your enthusiasm, your energy, your values, your honesty, your sincerity, all are reflected in your appearance. That means you have to radiate confidence and enthusiasm, yet be happy and cheerful, yet be positive and appreciative, yet to be humorous and optimistic, yet to be excited and delighted, yet to be enthusiastic, and you have to be thrilling in life. So, your appearance will speak volumes to the customer. Next point, or the 12th point with the English letter A, is art or science. Is marketing an art or a science? Yes, it is both an art and a science. It is an art, science, and a profession. This art or science is a learnable skill. You can learn it just like you study swimming, just like you study cycling, or just like you study typing. But to master this art of marketing, you have to master so many other accompanying skills, like the human relation skill or the people skills, the communication skill, the skill of getting along with others, then persuasion skills, then negotiation skills, and so many other skills. Next point is ask questions. The method of marketing is to ask questions and listening. Only by asking questions we can know what is in the mind of the customer, what are their problems, what are the needs, and what are their wants. Think of customer as an onion. The more questions you ask, the more layers you can peel. I will say an example. You go to a mechanic and you say, there is a sound in your car, and the mechanic say, leave the car here, I will repair it and give in the evening. You go to the next mechanic and he is asking a few questions. He is asking from where the sound is it metallic or non-metallic, and is it the sound accelerating when is the sound increasing when the vehicle is accelerating? Which mechanic will you trust? Obviously, the mechanic who asked lot of questions. Like that, a patient went to a doctor. Doctor asked a lot of questions, and then the patient went with the trouble pneumonia. A doctor asked, you had some problem with the pneumonia earlier? And the patient said, yes doctor, when I was in the 8th standard, there was a problem with me with the pneumonia when my teacher asked the spelling of pneumonia. That is a humorous part of it. Then another elderly patient went to a doctor. The doctor asked a lot of questions. He was coming with his knee pain. A doctor gave medicine, and after 1 month again he came to the doctor with the same pain. After so many times, the pain did not disappear. The patient was annoyed. Then the doctor said, it is due to old age. Then the patient became violent. Doctor, I am having pain only in my left knee. My right knee is also of the same age. Another patient went to a dentist, and this patient happened to be working in a cinema theatre. After asking a lot of questions, a dentist asked, which tooth exactly is having the pain? The patient said, balcony sir. Balcony tooth, left row, third tooth. Then doctor examined the tooth and said, oh, it can be easily corrected with filling the hole. Doctor, what are the charges for filling? 2000 rupees. Then how much for extraction? Yes, it is 1000 rupees. Then extracts are. Again, it is the humorous part. Then another patient went to an ophthalmologist or eye doctor. After asking a lot of questions, the doctor asked, how far you can see in the morning? The patient said, Yes, doctor, I can see as far as 15 crores kilometer. Are you ridiculing me? No, doctor. I have heard that the sun is at 15 crore kilometer apart. In the morning, I can see the rising sun. The humor is over. Next point is attitude. Attitude is everything in selling. There is a famous story in marketing or management. A shoe or footwear manufacturing company sent two executives to a remote village. One executive sent a telegram to the head office saying there is no scope for selling anything in this island because nobody here is wearing shoes. And the second executive sent a telegram saying, send me a container full of shoes and footwears because nobody is wearing shoes or footwears here. There is unlimited opportunity here. The same situation. When one executive did not see the trace of opportunity, the other executive was finding unlimited opportunity. If you have got a no option mentality, you will be unbeatable. I will say a story. Centuries back, William the Conqueror invaded England. William found that his enemy troop is much more in number compared to his troop. Then he found the chance of winning is much less. He did one thing. In the presence of all his troops, he burned all the boats in which they came. So for the soldiers, now it was two chances, either to die or to win. William was actually winning the war. So that is no option mentality. With the no option mentality, your mind becomes unusually, unimaginably powerful. You will be greatly in success. And attitude is everything in marketing and selling. With the right attitude, you don't see the problems, but you see only the solutions. With the right attitude, you don't see what is missing in the situation, but you see only what is blessing in the situation. With the right attitude, you don't see limitations, but you see only the unlimited possibilities. With the right attitude, you don't criticize people, but you only find the good in people. You catch people doing right. And next point is authority. What is your qualification? What is your experience? What is the list of your satisfied customers? What is your credibility? What is your trust? What is your integrity? What is your values? So that is authority. And 16th and the last point is amaze the customer, astonish the customer. It is not enough that you satisfy the customer, but you amaze the customer, you astonish the customer, you thrill the customer, you delight the customer. That is the way you can turn prospects into buyers. Thank you. This is the first part of my video with the English letter A in marketing and selling. I will be coming to you again with so many other videos. Next with English letter B, then with C, D and so on. If you like my video, please subscribe it and then share to others. Thank you.